first playoff game in 6 years. You come out with a win. How proud are you of this team for the way they battled?
You know what? I mean, you really can't really put it into words. And, obviously the distractions off the ice don't help us kind of achieve success. And anybody that's questioning their character right there, I mean, they're people make mistakes, there's no question, but I think their effort level, talking about how they wanted to give back to the community, knowing how important, that was my message. It's been 6 years. These people have paid hard-earned, good money, no matter what your reputation is right now. I mean, we have no choice but to give everything we got. And I mean, Asadorian's lost teeth, and Virgilio can't see out of one eye, and Galley is closed in his other eye. I mean, they wore it. They gave everything they could. And, you got no choice but to respect that effort level. And it makes me a really proud coach, because if they were to give up, I mean, that would be a big issue. But I mean, the way that they played and showed up here tonight, I'm extremely proud of them.
I bet that team has an awful lot of good players over there. You guys don't seem intimidated at all, though, do you? Against a good team like that. And I know you're a good team too.
There's no question. I mean, they've got first rounders. They got an entire first line. I mean, they had 2 players that went to the Western Conference Finals back-to-back years. I mean, before we started our playoffs, we had a total of 65 games of playoff experience, all of which came from the defense, except for 3 of those. And after this series, we're going to achieve a minimum of 80 games played through 4 games if we were to get swept. I mean, we really lack playoff experience, and to face adversity, to go in and come out on top on game 3, and you're never in trouble until you lose on home ice. I mean, that's an incredible moment that only one can be so lucky to witness in their career. And I got a front row seat, and right now it seems all the noise and distractions are dying down right now, and our focus got right down to hockey, and the boys came to play tonight.
Absolutely. And if you can continue that momentum tomorrow night, who knows what can happen, right? Because or Thursday night, that's what you want.
It's the most exciting thing that we've been involved in, because we know that we can win now. Right. And we know how good they are, but it's more been a focus on what we do and how we execute. And like I said, I got so much respect for Marty Williamson and how good of a coach he is, and his acumen and his playoff experience speaks for itself. And you look at the type of players, I mean, you can't shortfall that team went all in to win a championship. And, these are essentially 3 one-goal games right down to the wire. And so you can't fault the guys. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but the way that they played tonight, I mean, you really have to respect the character and their effort, and what it hopefully means to anybody else that we're watching them play tonight.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Bill.
How much did last night's strong finish set the seeds for today's success?
I think our momentum carried over. I mean, if you don't take into account the first 12 minutes of the game here tonight, but it's as game goes on, I mean, this is us understanding and learning how to be successful in the playoffs. And, it's rough and it's tough. And I think some guys really figured it out in that game, and I think they had a lot of success. So, for us, we really look forward to getting a group together. I mean, the hugs and the togetherness right there of those guys is something that doesn't come along too often. I've been in a lot of rooms, but when they put their mind and their effort towards the right place that it should be, I mean, it seems to pay dividends. So, for me, I've been a professional coach for 12 years, OHL included. I've played for over 5, been doing this thing for the last 17 years. That may be one of the best games I've ever been involved in, and, that one was special.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Bernd.
Well, Coach, I know it's about the players, but I want to talk about you and your coaching staff for a minute here. Obviously, everything that's gone on this year, there's been on and off ice things that have happened, and you guys have put your best foot forward, came in, tried to be motivators, and tried to make sure that these guys are all ready to go. For you personally as a coach, just how satisfying is this to be able to come out the other end with some distractions that have come along this week?
I was always told, winning solves a lot of problems, right? And for us, that was a major problem, is getting over that hump and how to win. And our attention is exactly where it should have been, is, on the ice and in the rink. And we were focused, motivated, and ready to go, whatever we did. So, it's rewarding right now. I mean, the job's not done, and we have tonight to enjoy it. There's no question about that. But, yeah, it's been a long process to get here. And, anything worth building is it's not going to be easy. We've taken a long road that has not been straight to get here. So I'm hoping by the end of the road you look back and you can be proud of the things that you built. And like I said, these are small building blocks that hopefully one day pay off huge dividends. So that was a very satisfying win for us. But we're not going to sit on it. We're going to get back to work tomorrow, try to get better in the things that we need to get better at, and keep going.
You talk about battling through adversity and coming out the other side. Last night it was Gallianov. Tonight it was Asadorian. Leaves the game, comes back with a shield on, scores a pair of goals. Can you speak to Asadorian's leadership this year as a fourth-year player?
If you ever watch the way Gretzky, or read, the book, the way Gretzky won and how he learned to understand and to play playoffs. Their first year, I think they got swept, and he caught a glimpse thinking that they would all celebrate in the Stanley Cup, but he saw the bags of ice and the guys bent over. I think it's a famous story, and he just understood what it takes to be successful in the playoffs. And obviously his career is well documented, but for us, that's our learning process. Yeah, Gallianov gets knocked out of the game, comes back and scores 2 goals. He's wearing a welt on his face. Asadorian playing good, loses his teeth, puts on a bubble, scores 2 goals, gets back, and both of those guys were named the clutch performer of the game. So I really hope we win on Thursday, but I'd hate to see what the guy looks like after the game who's named clutch performer of the game.
Lastly, Coach, what does this mean for the city of St. Catharines? What does it mean for the region? And just not having playoffs in 6 years in this city, how did it feel to see the fans out there tonight, the fan support, how rowdy they got for the comeback, and just everything that went about tonight from your perspective as a coach and somebody that's lived in St. Catharines your whole life? What do you think this means to everybody?
It's, again, I've said this so many times. I can't tell you how proud I am to be from such an amazing area that gave me so much opportunity, and that's why I brought my 2 boys back here to raise them in an unbelievable community, friends, family. The businesses that have been here for 40 plus years with our family and our hockey school. The people that have done everything to allow us to have success, that's where you want to be able to do it for them. The people that supported you, both in your personal life and your professional life, to see the city rally around that team, to hear the excitement, to hear them banging on the ice. There was so much emotion that we got wrapped up in that it's going to be tough to process, but we've got to find a way to sleep on it and come back and do it again. But, for that first game, anybody that's been through the tough times, that one was for them, community related.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.